Good morning, my dear students. I am really very happy to welcome our English class. Today I have decided to take a topic from grammar, that is tense. Do you know what is tense? I hope you already studied from your lower section. And once again in 12th standard that important topics also given from that the topic is grammar. So I hope you all already completed. So once again we will go to discuss. Okay. So the topic it is tense. The tense, the word that shows the verb that denotes time and action. That is very important. Okay. So the tense, the word that refers, the verb shows time and action. For that, students, we want to know about the three important major points. Do you know what are they? That is present tense, past tense, and then future tense. Each of the topic having that four sub important topics. What are they? That is nothing but that is the first one, present, also classified into four. That is simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous, present perfect. Each one having four types. Like that, the next one it is past tense. The past tense also having four types. What are they? That is simple past tense, past continuous tense, then past perfect tense, then past perfect continuous tense. Then the last one it is future tense. That is the future tense. That also having four important subtopics. What are they? That is simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, also future perfect continuous tense. So all the 12 form of the important tense also classified, and then we want to know about the rules of the tense. Okay. And the next one it is, if we want to go to identify the sentence according to the grammar rule, we want to know that the next important thing, that is verb. Okay. The verb it is also one of the important for the topic of the tense. Okay. The verb, what is verb? Verb is a word that is refers an action. Okay, without action, how is it possible to complete the sentence? Am I right? Okay, the verb also, the next topic it is the verb. The verb also classified into two types. What are they? That is main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Okay, the first one it is main verb, the second one it is auxiliary verbs. The main verb it is an action form. The second one it is auxiliary verb. That is an helping verbs. Okay, the main verbs, I hope you know that the main verb also the action form of the verb. That is the for example I have referred here. That's the main verb, that is write. Okay, this is the first verb, write. We have to use the plural form of the subject. Do you know what is subject? That is nothing but that is the subject. There are 7 subjects in English. What are they? I, we, you, they, he, she, it. So I hope you know that. What is first person? Singular and plural. We have to use the first person I. We have to use the first person I, singular. That is the we. The second one it is we have to use plural. That is from the first person. The next one it is the second person. Okay. So second person we have to use singular and plural. Okay. Then third person. That is the third person we have to use they. That is we have to use for plural. Remaining 3 for we have to use singular. What are they? That is he, she, it. Okay. So that is important. Just know it. When we go to write the sentence, we should understand first if the sentence is singular or plural. For that we have to use the main verbs. Suppose the third person is there, we have to use this verb, writes. Okay. He writes, it writes, she writes, like that. Okay. Then all the continuous form we have to use. The main verb having plus ing form, that we have to use all the continuous tense. Okay. then that it's a second verb. In English it is called like as a second verb. So it is a first verb, right, that we have to use first verb. The next one it is second verb, that is wrote. Okay. Then the last one is it is the third verb. Just know it. Third verb that we have to use all the perfect. So for example, present perfect form, then past perfect form, likewise future perfect. So for that we have to use the third verb. Okay. Got it? The next thing it is auxiliaries verb. Okay. So auxiliary verbs also classified B verbs. Do you know what is the B verbs? So B verbs that we have to use is, am, or, was, were. Got it? So is, am, or, we have to use present rules. Okay, that we have to use present rules. Is, am, or, that we have to use present form. And the next one it is was, were, that we have to use was, were, that we have to use for the past tense. The singular form we have to use was. Then the plural form we have to use were. Okay. So it is also important. Then have verb, that also just know it. So have verb we have to use have, has, had. Have, has, had. That also useful for when you go to write a sentence. Okay. So these are all the family of that verb. Just to know it. Okay. Then the next thing, you just know it when we go to write the sentences. For example, I have written on the board that, for that we want to know that the subject, for example, we want to take any one singular subject or plural subject. That's related, we want to go to complete the sentence. Okay, just know it. From that itself, the present tense, from beginning itself we want to see. The first one it is present tense. The present tense also having four. Just now I told you the four rules. What are they? Once again please. Simple present tense, present continuous tense, then present perfect tense, also present perfect continuous tense. Am I right? Okay, the first one, for that I have referred here more than an example. Just to come and see this. The example I have written here that you see. From present tense I mentioned on the board. So that is the rule. That is the rule for the present tense. In the present tense that we have to see. That is a rule. Subject plus verb 1 plus object. It is a rule. Okay. The subject, it is a verb 1. It is a verb 1. Then object. The pattern it is S V1 plus O. It is a pattern. Okay. Just know it. Subject, V1, then object. It is the pattern. The pattern it is, the rule it is, once again I am telling, subject, verb 1, then object. That we have to use simple present tense. Got it? So right now, the next one it is, that same sentence, the same subject we have to use. Likewise the main verb we have to use. That the main verb change into the simple past tense. What we have to write in the simple past tense, that is nothing but, you just know it. That just now I told you the verb, already I told you. These are all the first verb, it is a second verb, then it is then a third verb. So the second verb that we have to use whenever we want to go to write in the past tense, that is simple past tense, that we have to use wrote. Okay, so it is a rule like subject, that is a rule, subject V2 plus object. Okay, it is the exact rule we have to use for simple past tense. Right now, that's the next thing, it is the simple future. Okay, so I mentioned on the board that, like, simple present tense, simple past tense, like simple future tense. So the last one it is that I want to go to explain about it. The subject we have to use. Okay, the subject we have to use. Then it is the modal auxiliaries. I hope you know that is the next class I will go to take the modal auxiliaries. Okay, so in the future we have to use. You want to know, students? So the subject first person I and we. So we have to use the modal auxiliaries shall. It also applicable, but the exact grammar rule tells I shall, we shall. Okay, so remaining subject, for that we have to use will. Okay, so just to know it. So that is the simple future tense. They, subject, then that is a verb, So the verb 1, it is a verb 1 plus object. Okay. So the modal auxiliaries plus verb 1 plus object. So it is the basic form of that, the tense. Just know it. The simple sentence only I have referred. Likewise, we have to see the present tense. The next one, it is the present continuous, then past continuous, then future continuous. Like that, we have to change the sentences. You just know it, okay? So the subject, it is here. For that subject, it is they. The subject, it is they. We have to use present continuous form. So present continuous form here, subject is a singular or plural? Tell me. Very good. It is a plural form. It is a plural form. So we have to use. So it is a plural form. We have to use the plural auxiliaries. Okay, plural auxiliaries. We have to use is, am, are. So these are all the be verbs. So for that we have to use the present continuous form. So they are. Okay, it is the applicable answer. Are is an applicable answer. So they are. Then they, subject plus verb. So yes, we auxiliary verbs. Then we, verb, that is the verb plus object. We have to complete the sentence. Okay. So they are writing. Just convert into they are writing a letter. Okay, they are writing a letter. Then the second thing, it is past continuous. What we have to use? The auxiliary verb where. We never use was. Okay, because the subject is plural. Am I right? Subject is a plural, so we have to use the plural auxiliary verb. So we have to write they were writing a letter. They were writing a letter. So the rule, it is subject, verb plus ing. Okay, the verb plus ing plus object. It is the rules. Okay. Then the future continuous form. The future continuous form, we have to use they plus they will be. So we have to use they will be. So they will be plus writing a letter. They will be writing a letter. So it is a future continuous tense. Okay. So these are all that we have to use, all the continuous form. Present continuous form, past continuous form, likewise future continuous form. The next one, it is the present perfect tense. Okay. The present perfect tense, that we have to use the third verb. Just now I told you, the third verb only we have to use all the perfect form. Got it? So right now we have to see the third verb. We have to use the rule. It is subject plus verb 3. Okay, subject plus verb 3. Okay, verb 3, that is third verb. So verb 3 plus object. So the example, it is they, present perfect tense. They plus have form we have to use. Okay, the have form we have to use have. Suppose subject is here singular, we have to use what? Singular have verb, has. Okay, the past tense we have to use had. It is very important for all the perfect form. Got it? So the subject is they. Then continuous form for that, they have written a letter. They have written a letter. So that is a present perfect form. Okay, present perfect form we have to use they have written. Then past form, that is the past form. The past form we have to use they had written. They had written a letter. They had written a letter. Then future form, that is a future form that we have to use they will have written. They will have written a letter. They will have written a letter. Subject plus will have plus third verb plus object. It is a rules. Okay. Yes, we, third verb we third plus objects. That is a rule for all the perfect form. That is the last one for present perfect continuous tense. Then past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous, like that. The first one, it is present perfect continuous tense. I hope you know that present perfect continuous we have to use the have verb plus also with the main verb. Okay, so the main verb we have to use ing form. So for example, the present form, they have been writing a letter. It is the present perfect continuous form. Got it? Then past tense, they had been writing a letter. They had been writing a letter. The last one, it is future continuous tense. That is, they will have been writing a letter. They will have been writing a letter. Okay, these are all the structure of about the topic of tense. I hope you all understood about this topic. So, dear students, these are all the about the topic of tenses. Once again, I hope you all understood about this topic. So, thank you. Shall we discuss the next class?